Welcome, lovelies. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I have a bunch of projects going on at one time in my kitchen. So I thought I would roll the film for you guys and just see how I do some things. We are making a tofu cheesecake. So I converted this recipe to my liking. I found this recipe in another cookbook, but I changed it up quite a bit to make it healthier. So I want to show you. My husband brought home this cheesecake last night, this piece. He wanted to split it with me. Let me get it. Where did I put it? Oh, okay. So, look at this thing. Look at that thing. It looks delicious, doesn't it? It's a big hunk, but can you imagine how many calories are in this thing? It's a shame I got to turn it over. Total fat, 40 grams. Calories per container, per one serving, 740 calories. Calories from fat, 400. Sugar, 59 grams of sugar in this thing. 59 grams. Can you believe that? That is just like astronomical. That's ridiculous. 10 grams of protein, which you get some protein, but still, and the cholesterol, 60% cholesterol, 650 milligrams of sodium, and 74 milligrams of carbohydrates. And look at the ingredients. Now, I'm sure there's got to be something in that small print that I probably can't have. And when it gets to an ingredient list like this, I'm positive before I even read it that there's something in there that I am not to have. And he brings this kind of stuff home to me all the time. Cottonseed oil, right there. There's one I can't have. It's fructose corn syrup. There's another one I can't have. Molasses, corn syrup, all kinds of terrible things. He can eat this tonight. So I'm going to let him have this. And I'm going to have my healthier version right along with him. But I'm going to save myself. So let me put this back. You can hear my dryer beep. My curtains just got dry, so I didn't get them dried last night. So they got dried this morning. And then I'm going to wash all my windows and get my curtains back up. So it looks nice and airy in here today because there's no curtains. It's just shades. And even though I love it, my son that lives with us, he feels uncomfortable with it like that. So we're going to put our curtains back up. At least they're nice and clean. And I might do something a little bit different. I have some of this little bit of velvet ribbon. And I think I might instead of just leaving them hang long, I might kind of put them all together in the top and then kind of sway them back and tie them back. And then we can just pull the shades at night, kind of get them up a little bit from the floor. They're kind of like close to the floor. So anyway, so we're going to do that today. So we have so much. I could not get out of bed this morning. I worked so hard yesterday, taking down all those curtains and doing all the different things that I did. I moved my living room around. That was a lot of heavy furniture that I moved by myself. And just a lot of different things, and did videos and stuff, and and then cooked dinner last night. And then we had a really nice meal, and it would just wore me out, and I could not get up. So I didn't get up till 10 o'clock this morning. It was felt good. So anyway, and I didn't sleep well the night before. So that kind of, you have to somehow catch up and make the difference. So I have my wax. I have my plastic wrap on my arms today. So you have to go to my other video to see what I put on my arms before I put the plastic wrap on there. But it's in one of my videos. And I'm trying to work on my arms. I'm working on my jawline. I'm working on my arms. Those are two things that I'm focusing on this month. And then next month, I'm going to work on my belly. And so we're going to work on that because this is all about obesity and trying to, solve some of our problems, right? So do some self-care and try to take care of some of our issues that we have with ourselves that we want to make better, right? That's all. So anyway, so those are my areas, and I'm sure you have other problem areas, you know, that you want to work on. And because everybody is built different, everybody is just different, right? So we're going to go ahead with this recipe. So there are some kind of different changes here. So I have 116 grams of crushed up Cheerios. So that's what I have in here. If I would have went with the regular graham cracker crust for my cheesecake, it would have been way higher calories. So I think we have. I'm not going to say how many calories we have. I'm not quite. I didn't add that or figure that up yet, so I'm not quite sure. But that's what we have is 116 grams of Cheerios. I am going to put a little stevia in here just to kind of give it a little bit more sweetness, like it would be a graham cracker, because graham crackers are sweet. Cheerios are not that sweet, even though they still have some grams of sugar in them. They're way less than what a graham cracker would be. But we're going to put just a little bit of stevia in there. Let me grab that. Just going to bring over the whole container because we might need it for the rest of the recipe too. So I just have a little storage box like this, and I just stay stocked up on it. So I'm going to put 2 packages in the crust. And even that is not a whole lot, because we don't eat it all at one time. You know, you just take a little slice and a little goodness, and then you have to back away and let go. I'm going to grab a spoon. I think I'm just going to use a regular spoon for this. And so we're going to stir this in. Now, the recipe actually calls for 250 grams of vegan ginger biscuit graham crackers. I didn't have that on hand. I do have graham crackers, but I didn't want to have all that sugar. So I'm cutting back on that. That's why I'm choosing cereal. And then it calls for 8 tablespoons of butter. But I am going to use 5 tablespoons of butter, and then 3 tablespoons of the coconut oil. So that's what I'm going to use. And this is for a lot more grams of graham cracker than what I have in here. So I'm going to stir the butter in first and see if we need anything more. If we don't need anything more, I'll leave it out. But if we need like a little bit more, if we need some coconut oil, then I'll put that in there too. Let me get rid of this packaging. Okay. You can hear my dishwasher in the background probably too. It's going. I mean, not my dishwasher, my wash machine. I'm doing a load of work clothes for the guys. Get that going. Sorry, there's a little gnat in here. All this fruit that's been going on in this kitchen the last couple days, probably. Drawing them in. And I did have the door open for a little while. Let some fresh air in here before I got started. It's cold today. It's like 39 degrees. And we could have melted this too. I guess that would have been a little bit better, but I'm going to put in some oil. So we'll get our 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And you can see how this is just liquefied, how warm it is in my house. It's hot in my house. But if we don't keep it hot in this portion of the house, then the rest of the house stays cold. We have to move our thermostat. So that's what's going on here. This should be good. Okay. Now I think it will come together. And this is the first time I've ever used the the cereal. I've always used the graham crackers, but if we have to cut the calories, we have to cut the calories, right? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to press it in my cake pan. I think it's pretty good to go now. So we have our cake pan lined and greased already. So we're just going to go ahead and put this in. We're going to press this all in place. And this is going to be for your crust. Pack it firmly. Oh, that cheesecake he bought. I just can't get over it. I cannot get over the amount of sugar. Unbelievable. Okay, now we're going to whip up we're going to also get our, these are for the yogurt I got to pull out of my oven. And I'm going to strain it, and then we're going to put it in those containers, but that won't be ready on this video, but we have to let it strain for a little while to get the whey out of it. So we are going to continue with this recipe. So we're going to set this aside, and then we're going to make in the, put this over here, in our mixer here, we're going to put, okay, see me okay? We're going to put, I'm going to put some stuff in here. Nice and clean. Okay, we are going to be using, so this is the cheesecake portion of the mixture, 3.5 ounces of butter. So more butter. Did I bring more butter over here? I did not. Wanted to. And we buy the unsalted butter always. We always buy unsalted butter. We buy this one all the time. I don't know how much is 90 grams of butter, but we're going to have to figure it out. This is, say anything about grams? Of course not. 113.4 grams of butter. 113. So we're just going to shave off a little. Boy, this is awfully hard. We're going to have to soften this. I'm going to shave off a tablespoon. So should get us about to 90 grams, I hope. I hope. I'm figuring it right. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this in a little dish and then put this in the microwave and let it soften up. Okay, so then I think there's a soften melt button on this microwave, which is very nice. Soften melt, it already sets the 1.10 seconds it sets for that. Okay, so we got that going. Hard to get that butter off your hands. strawberries here because this next batch of Jello, this next batch of yogurt that I'm going to make it strawberry. So I already have the strawberries here that I have to cut, and I'm going to put that right in the crock pot with the milk and let it cook. All right, what do we got? Beautiful. We got it beautiful. So we're going to do the butter. I see something in here. Part of the packaging. A little black line from the packaging. Might as well get all that goodness out of there because we're going to have the calories, right? Yes, we are. In moderation. In moderation. There's so much sweets around here right now. It's like I don't even want a sweet, but I don't want to be caught in a fix tonight when he comes home and thinks that we're going to have that cheesecake together. It's like I'll be dishing it up so I can just say he won't even know the difference. I'll give him his cake and then I'll make my own off of this and then he won't even know the difference. So anyway, so let's go. So then we need 350 grams of tofu. So we're using this tofu. It is 12.25 ounces and this is 12.3. So this is good. This is the same. And I want to drain this off. We can cut this great. Beautiful. And I just want to put it on a plate or something just to make sure that we get the water off it. So you always have that extra, that water. I got almost all the water out of that. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to get rid of this very carefully. I'm going to rinse this plate off just because when I chop these, I might need it I don't know, I just might. All right, I'll get rid of that. Okay. Next. 160 milligrams of, or 2/3 cup of maple syrup. But we're not going to use the maple syrup. We're going to use sugar-free syrup. So we're going to put that in, sugar-free syrup. Oh, that smells wonderful. Sugar-free syrup. We do have maple, but I don't want the calories of maple. I don't want the extra sugar. So we're going to watch that. All righty. What else we got here? Okay, we got that syrup. And then we need 260 grams, which is 2 cups of raw cashews soaked. So I soaked the cashews this morning. And I just had them sitting here. So they've been soaked. So we're going to put those in. Like that. Okay. We need a teaspoon of vanilla, which I don't think I have a teaspoon. I have to make an order for Thrive Market. But I do have a little bit of paste, and we're going to use whatever I have in here, but I don't think it's a teaspoon. It might be close, but I don't think so. No, it's just a smidgen. But we're going to use what we have. We're going to scrape this jar, which is a cute little jar. I'm going to save this for some herbs. I like to save some of my food packaging jars and plastic things and some of the paper that it comes in, because when you go to store some of your things that you make, if I can get any off the lid, maybe a little. Trying to get all of it off of here in the liquid, since it's so minute what I had. Okay, set that in the sink, and then we need wash that jar out, and then we need let's see here. We need 3 tablespoons. It'd be 45 milliliters. Sorry. So sorry. Oh, and the vanilla too was 10 milliliters, which is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We just had maybe I don't even call it a half of a teaspoon, but we have what we have. And then so for the lemon juice, it says 45 milliliters, which would be 3 tablespoons of lemon juice plus zest, 1 lemon. So I have the zest of 1 lemon here. I'm going to pour that in. And then the juice, I'm just going to do some juice. I'm not going to do the fresh. I'm going to just pour the juice in. Let's do, I don't know how much 45 milliliters would be. Oh, 3 tablespoons. So maybe that was 1 tablespoon of the zest. So we put 2 tablespoons of liquid. That'll give us the 3 tablespoons of lemon and zest of 1 lemon. And then 5 milliliters of 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. So I do have a new lemon extract here. So we need a teaspoon. Oh, smells wonderful. Oh, this is going to be delicious. I just hope it kind of coagulates. You know, I hope it gets its structure. That's what I'm concerned with. And I didn't know if I should have left all the juice or all the liquid in there. I don't know, but we're going to find out real quick. Okay, and then 1 gram, 3 to 4 teaspoons of finely grated ginger. So I have that here, the ginger. And the way that I keep ginger, I cannot keep ginger just on my counter. It does not save. It does not. So I get a big gallon-sized bag. I buy a bunch of ginger at one time, a bunch of ginger root, and I put it in the freezer. And then I'll just go and cut a whack of it off. Like I cut a big section of it off. I brought it in here, peeled it, and grated it. And then I put it right back in there because it will not last in this house, how dry it is and stuff. It just won't. So I always try to keep it. So that's the only way that I found that I can keep it on hand for recipes. So I keep it in the freezer. And that's what works out for me. Let's see. And then fresh berries for the top. So we're going to mix this baby up. I think I have all the ingredients except for seems like kind of a nice creamy mixture. I'm impressed. Pretty tasty. I'm gonna go just a little bit longer. All right, we're ready now. Get our blade out of here. You can see how nice the texture is. Nice and creamy. I was banging my blade on my mixer like this, and I made a little, thought I made a little crack. Maybe I didn't, but I don't want to do that again. Wow. The only thing I don't like about this mixer, when it gets stuck to your counter, it's a pain to get like moved, get off. It drives me nuts. But otherwise, I love this mixer. All right, I'm going to put this stuff in here. Smooth it around. To get all of it out of here, we can. We needed to fill this circumference, quite a big area. I could have made a little smaller one. I wasn't sure how much it made. I wasn't sure it'd be sweet, but I think it's plenty sweet. And the sugar-free syrup. Pretty good. Let's see what we can do here. Not going to be very thick, that's for sure. Rice Krispies to lift up. I'm going to push it over to the edges so you don't, so the Rice Krispies don't lift on you. Be a little careful. I'm just going to smooth this thing around. Here. I don't know if there's any more of this I can get out. I should have made it in a smaller circumference pan. So it would have really had some volume to it. But live and learn. This is my first time making it. Next time I will know. I'll write that right on the recipe. And if I like it or not. All right. Now I think, yuck, yuck, yuck. We can get a smoother finish with a spoon. I can't believe the texture. I mean, the smoothness, you know, very nice. The smoothness is really nice. Okay. There we have it. We're going to go ahead and decorate the top a little and then get this thing in the refrigerator, get our yogurt out of the freezer. Add some water to this. Wash my hands off a little. Yeah. All right. Just mess away. I don't like putting that down in the sink because somebody puts their hand in there and got the blade on it. Okay, garbage. All right, let's do some little, I don't want too much fruit on here, but I am going to put a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put some of these little strawberries in the middle. I think I have 4 of them here. Ooh, darn you. Put the green on. And this one I had to cut. Part of it was no good, so I just went ahead and did that. We got some little blueberries, so we're just going to kind of equal those up. Sides. We don't want to add too much calorie to it. Pretty good. So there you have it. Delicious tofu cheesecake. So I don't know why I keep getting this. You guys can't see it, but it's just on there. Okay, so we're going to put this in the fridge. We're going to get rid of these dishes, and we're going to bring out our yogurt from the oven. It's been sitting in there overnight with the oven light on. We're going to get rid of this. What else can we get rid of? That we can put away. This we can put away. Wrap this. Oh, I'm all out. I knew I was going to run out soon. I knew I was going to run out soon. I've been collecting these different little net bags so I can maybe sell my pine cone in these. So I've been collecting these bags just so I can hopefully put my fire starters from the pine cone in there. Come on. Don't make anything easy to get into anymore. I don't want to rip the whole packaging open, you know, make a mess of it. All right, finally. Yeah, that's what we need. We need just one. And I'll use this in another recipe. So now we just have one box in here, which is fine. I'll have to replace the bigger size. But this lasted forever. I got these from Gordon's. They lasted forever. So put this and this away, and I'll make room for that in the fridge, and then we're going to do our yogurt. Recycle. That. And where are we going to put this cheesecake? My husband bought all these buns and breads, and like he was having a party. I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, just don't have room. Okay, we have a little spot there. I think we can fit it. Let's put this away and get on with it. It'll be just fine. I hope. I think I have to let it sit on its own. And then he bought this sushi he needs to eat up. I don't want any more of it. I don't. I'm about fooded out, man. It's been just birthday after birthday and just too much excitement for me and too much getting off on the wrong type of foods, you know? Like, I'm trying to diet here. Put those away. Wipe off a little butter here. We're going to bring out that yogurt. All right. Shut my oven light off. I hope it turned out. I hope it did. And I need my, I just use one of these straining cloths, you know, just a muslin. I'm going to use the same old one I usually use because it's clean. I just spot it up, but it's very clean. It's come from the wash machine. Okay, and then strainer. We're going to need this. Put those over here. All right, we have to find another bowl. We need a bigger bowl. I don't know if this one's not big enough. I hope. Strainer. Yeah, we're gonna put our cheesecloth or whatever. I have a brand new cheesecloth I've used too, but I like this thing. It's what I'm used to using. And then we're just going to pour this in here. And I don't know if we're going to have room for the second one. I'm going to put something in the bottom to bring it up a bit. Put a little bowl in there. It's got a little reservoir so it can drain. Okay. I'm going to attempt to pour the other bowl. I usually have a bigger bowl than this. Let's see what happens here. You see some people and they hang it on their cabinet door handle to get all the whey out. Once this shrinks down, you really don't have that much Greek yogurt. Once you get all the whey out, you really don't have that much. pretty close to the top. I'm not understanding this because I usually do this and it fits. I don't understand why it's not fitting. I think I had a wider bowl or something before. That's why it's not. Because usually I pour both in here and it fits fine. So I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding it. Get rid of the whey. We're not saving it. All right, I think I can fit the rest now. Let me grab a spatula. That way I can get all my dishes in the dishwasher. All done one time. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, I made a little mess. Not too bad, not too bad. But I tell you, when you have Greek yogurt and you're used to having Greek yogurt in your house, homemade, you're not getting all those other ingredients, you will love it. And one thing about Greek yogurt is it fills you up for a long time. So you're like, well, why are you eating fat? But I cannot have the vegan or the vegan because I'm allergic to some of the products they put in there. So I cannot have that. So that's why I have the regular because I am allergic to the sunflower, the sesame seed oil, and different things they put in the cottonseed, all them different seeds. I can't have them different seeds. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get a handle on things here. I can't stand when you go for the dishcloth and it's all sopping wet and all that good stuff. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to cut up some of these strawberries. We're going to attempt to make another batch, but a strawberry batch. My husband loves strawberries. So he loves strawberry ice cream, strawberry, anything. So we're going to use these. I'm going to grab a knife. We're going to cut these up. I'm going to get rid of this. Right in the recycle bin. Right. Take that out. Knife. And we're going to use this knife today. All right. So we just want them kind of cut up into. Oh, I just lost that one. So we're going to let this sit, strain down, unplug that. You guys can see me. I'm just cutting up these strawberries for strawberry Greek yogurt. We're going to let them cook in the crock pot right along with the milk. And one of these days, I'm going to try the plant-based yogurt. Make my own. Probably make a cashew one. That way we get zero fat. Much better for us. Got kind of a small cutting board here and I'm falling off the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, just get it in there, let it cook down with the milk. We're going to use up the milk, I think it was 1% or so that we used the other day. I'm going to use up that because that's going to go bad pretty soon. And then I think we have some 2%, which we don't really like 2%, but we're just going to use what we have and get it and not buy it again, not buy the 2% again. So there's no sense wasting food, but when you know you can get other choices. I think my husband picked up that. And instead of throwing it out, we're just going to make him some strawberry yogurt. He's not into the plant-based stuff. You know, he'll eat it, but he's not thrilled. Just like last night, I made a really nice dinner with, what do we have? Well, it was Lent too. So not Lent, but Ash Wednesday. So we didn't have meat, but we had the lobster bisque soup, and we had, what else did we have? Oh, I made him some crab cakes. And he was like, well, this weekend we'll like have a really nice dinner, you know? And I thought, like, you don't appreciate this one? Like what? kind of hit me kind of different, raw, you know? It just kind of hit me funny, you know? But I thought it was great because it was, you know, some stuff that I could have, and it wasn't full of meat. Like guys like the meat, you know? And when you don't have that meat, it's like, it's not real dinner if you don't have the meat, you know? And it's like, I could so do without that meat. It's so easily. I don't need that meat. I don't like it. All right, I have my crock pot here. So I poured the strawberries in the crock pot. I'm going to plug it in. Got some little things to put away. That. We're going to put the butter away yet, too. And then that goes over there. I'll put this in the butter dish. Goes in there. All right. Throw that strawberry away. All right, we got the strawberry. And then I'll grab the milk. What else goes in the fridge? This and this. And that coconut oil goes in my stash. All right. Grab the milk. Get this party started. Yeah, we're going to use this 1% and then whatever the 2%. Going to mostly be 1%. Bring it all the way up to about 1 inch from the top. It's good. All right, put this back in the fridge. Recycle this one. Perfect. And then we're going to put it on low, and we're just going to let it go all night until I go to bed, and then I'll turn it off and let it sit, and then get it in the morning. Put the strand from this one in that one, and then the culture, and then it'll turn into yogurt. And then that's what we're going to do. We're just going to leave that sit. I'm going to get a new crock pot one of these days, but nice and hip one. And I think that's it. So that's all we have. We did a lot of stuff. Now I'm going to pack my dishwasher and sit back and take a break and do a little reading and finish my laundry. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow, hopefully. We'll see what else we got going on for tomorrow, okay? And I didn't do my makeup. I did my makeup on my own this morning. Tell me if you like this video better. Hit the like button. That would be great. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you here. We're going to be making recipes. We're going to be doing some little crafts. We're going to be doing some, some fun things, but also thinking about our weight and how to get it down and to work on our problem areas, right? So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next clip. Okay, bye-bye now.